more kind of like the way the team responded after the 3-1 goal and then the delay of game penalty after that?
Yeah, obviously we got some big kills. Bucky made some big saves when we needed him to, and we battled till the end. I think showed a lot of resilience against a really good hockey team, and we're right there.
A couple really strong penalty kills for you guys in this game. What's been working so well in that area?
The boys have just been playing well. Guys are blocking shots when they need to. They're clearing pucks when they need to. They're making good reads. Bucky's making big saves. So they've been awesome lately, and we need that if we're going to win games.
What did you think of the Manson hit on Morgan Barron there?
I didn't really see it, to be honest. I only kind of saw it in real time and didn't get a really good look. So I can't really give my opinion yet.
What did you see as the difference in that one, Mark?
It's tough to say. They're a good team. They make a lot of plays. They got some pretty dynamic players on the other side. So I don't really know, actually. That's the thing. We had our chances, especially early. We had a couple chances to get a few more, and Blackwood made some big saves. So obviously we get them on Saturday. So we just got to try to ramp it up again come Saturday.
Mark, you played against Malone. How would you describe the season McKinnon is having here?
He's absolutely fantastic. He's an absolute horse out there. He's a guy that works on his game so tirelessly. On the other side, he's a fun guy to watch. He makes a lot of plays. A lot of little plays even that a lot of people don't notice. So he's one of, if not the best, if not the best player in the league, and he shows it every single night, and it's impressive to watch.
What does it mean to you to have the most games played in a Jets uniform, Patrick Thomas team?
Yeah, it's really cool. Honestly, it's and if you would have told me that when I started my career, don't know if I would believe you, but I'm obviously very blessed to get to that point. Just have to thank God for keeping me healthy, and just want to keep it going.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
How would you describe the intensity in that game, Cole? It seemed like it was ramped up today.
Yeah, I thought, especially as the game went along, it got a little more physical, a little tighter checking, and that was a playoff style again. I think, most games that we're going to see down the stretch are kind of that style, and it was a good battle. It was intense a little bit, and back and forth, and ultimately we came out on the short end of the stick. But I thought we had a good effort there.
What do you see as the difference in the third period?
I mean, they scored two quick ones. They get one on the power play, and then the 2-on-1 quick transition. I mean, that's especially that line, but that's their team. They're very good in transition, and it happened so quickly. And obviously, they, I mean, you can't. It's tough to give that one up, but I mean, it is what it is. They're a skilled team. They're going to make plays, and I thought we did a really good job for most of the game, limiting them to not a lot, and especially that line. But that's how good they are, that they can capitalize on few chances. And we had our looks. We had some really good chances in the third, and whether it was a couple missed opportunities or them making a save, we put our a good effort forward, and just ended up not being enough.
Mark Scheifele just hit the all-time games lead for a Jet. What do you admire about him as an athlete in general?
Yeah, I think. I think at he's what now 32, 33, and 951 games in, and I think he's having a career year this year. So it goes to show you his his work ethic and his dedication to getting better every day and each year. And I think every year he's getting better still. And usually when you get to 33, you'll kind of start going the other way, and he looks like he's getting better every day and every game. So I admire how much he takes care of himself, his body, and his work ethic and practice and doing the little things right. And as a young guy, that's something that I can learn from. And he doesn't get complacent, even though he is having such a great year. He's always looking to get better, and as a young guy, I can definitely learn from that.
This team's been really good as of late, getting those late goals. What made it tough to get the goalie out tonight?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we never got it clean in their zone. Even when we did get it in, they would shoot it out, or tough for Helly to come out of the net when kind of 50-50 battles. And obviously when they have McKinnon's lying on the ice and McCarr, they're very fast in transition. So he was kind of on his way out, and then it looked like they were going to get it, so he had to work his way back, and it was just awkward. Couldn't find a clean, easy time to get him to the bench, and that stuff's going to happen. And unfortunately, we kind of just ran out of time.
Does this road trip feel a little bit different with it being the same opponent in what is somewhat of a rare home and home stand?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, obviously they beat us in like tonight, and now we got to go in there and get those 2 points back. So every game is huge for us, no matter the opponent. At this stage of the year for us, we need 2 points every single night. So it doesn't matter who we're playing, and obviously this road trip going on a 4-gamer is going to be these 4 games are going to be crucial for us. So we need to, if we have that effort and battle level that we did tonight, I think most nights we're going to get the right result. And sucks tonight we didn't, but I think we can look ourselves in the mirror and be happy with our effort, and obviously a couple bounces here and there, a couple things we want to clean up, but go into their building and give them a tough game and see what happens, and hopefully we can come out on the winning side.
itself before it?
Well, it was a penalty. Yeah, it was calling a penalty on it. So.
What did you see the coach's challenge?
It was a real cross-up. Referees told us he tipped the puck before it went his stick went into Helly's glove. The league said it was contact in outside or in the white, incidental contact in the white on the white ice. And there's actually video where McKinnon's stick goes into Helly's glove before the puck hits his stick. 3 different opinions going on right now. So.
Mark Scheifele hit the all-time games leader position in a Jets uniform. I'm just curious, when you see guys like that, or across the league, guys putting up career years later in their career, how much do you think that inspires the younger generation to kind of just take things seriously from right when they get in the league?
Yeah, it's that's a part of being a pro and being a good pro. And it's not just the games you play; it's the summertime, it's the conditioning that you have to go through. Looking after your body, the mental side of it, playing 82 games plus, with the playoffs, doing it year after year. There's a lot of mental to it, and the guys that do that, that's what they learn, and they learn it young, and then they realize that they have to play a certain way to get to those kind of numbers, and he's done it.
Play that they had coming out in the third period there, but what did you see that
it hit his shin pad first. Kadri fired across. It hit his shin pad and then sat right behind Helly and whacked it in. So I know they were trying to attack because we had a guy coming out of the box with whatever it was, 7-8 seconds, whatever it was. So they were going to try to get to the net quickly. It just, when Kadri fired it, I don't know whether it got deflected or he shot it that high, but it hit McKinnon in the shin pads, dropped down, and then he got a piece of it.
Your team has been really good at generating that come from behind goal ever since the Olympic break, a little bit before the Olympic break. What was missing tonight, or what could you have done better?
Well, Colorado had a lot to do with it too. I mean, as they got up 3-1, they were really clogging. They weren't giving us a whole lot of looks. I liked a lot of how we played. I mean, until we got down in the game, there was a lot of good things happening. We were taking a lot of their game, that their speed game. We took a lot of that away, and I thought that, we had our looks. We had some opportunities, not as clean as, we hope. If we're going to, for Saturday, we're going to have to get inside and throw some pucks into the blue paint, look for some greasy kind of goals because they do a good job of, trying to keep you to the outside as we try to do to them.
Mark and Cole, they both seemed really positive coming out of that game, and I know that's the number 1 team in the league. I know you don't have points to not get at this point, but do you walk away from that game and think that that's something that puts you heading in the right direction?
Well, obviously we know who we're playing. They're a great team, and we got to turn around now. We got to go into their building, and it's all about the 2 points. We didn't get anything tonight, and that's the frustrating part. And we played good, but it wasn't enough to get us the points, and that's where we're at right now in our season, and the sort of where the landscape is of us trying to get in the playoffs. We got to find ways to finish that game. Whether that's our power play, generate more offense, whether that's making the stops on the kills, or if it's 5-on-5, it's different people trying to find a way to get on the scoreboard to help us get that game. When it was 1-1 for quite a while, find a way to make that 2 on us.
On the topic of the power play, I think you're 5 for 45 now since the Olympic break. Colorado's penalty kill is really, really good, but what are you seeing from the power play right now?
Tonight, Colorado was extremely aggressive. They pressured us hard, and they got the pucks quicker than we did, and it just that's just something that's one of our strengths. So usually when teams get real aggressive, we have our numbers and we have bodies around and we move it quick and get it away from there. Tonight we weren't able to do that, so we got to turn around and play them on Saturday. So we know what's coming, so we got to be better at it. Thank you.